ways and it's over. Anyway, that's what the papers say. And I wondered what was going on inside your head. You were there, I'd like to ask, did anybody touch you? Come and go, it went so fast. Did anybody touch you? Friends and lovers turning away from the others. Your way, their way, closing their doors and then climbing their stairways. And it's over. Anyway, that's what the people say. And I wonder, does it really have to be this way? You were there, I'd like to ask, did anybody touch you? Come and go, it went so fast. Did anybody touch you? Oh, did you stand alone till the darkness came? Just one more room where everybody knew your name. Always just over. Didn't you believe me when I said? And I wonder what was going on inside your head. You were there, I'd like to ask, did anybody touch you? Come and go, it went so fast. Did anybody touch you?
How's music different today from what it used to be, David? In your opinion, back in the 1960s?
Well, I think it's better. May not be more innovative. I think that probably music of the 60s was more innovative, but you know, so many things have been done. We've had just vicious hard rock, we've had super ballads, we've had dance music, we've had country, everything going all different directions in the 60s because they were still stretching out. Now it's much more difficult to be original. I mean, what are you going to do that hasn't been done? Theatrics came in. People are, you know, using snakes and blowing up amplifiers. I mean, really, seriously, that's why I think the 70s have mellowed out a little bit, is we've been hit with just about everything we can be hit. So now the criterion is a little bit better quality. The record business has peaked out at $2 billion a year. It's a big industry, but it's not growing. And it's kind of reached a saturation point. So for you to succeed, you got to be better than the next guy.
David, was there really an Aubrey?
No, I'm sorry. I have to admit that Aubrey was another fantasy, a fictitious character, but that song really meant a lot to me. One of my favorite melodies.
And Aubrey was her name, a not so very ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't bloom, for the hearts that never played in tune, like a lovely melody that everyone can sing. Take away the words that rhyme, it doesn't mean a thing. And Aubrey was her name. We tripped the light and danced together to the moon. But where was June? No, it never came around. If it did, it never made a sound. Maybe I was absent or was listening too fast, catching all the words, but then the meaning going past. God, I miss the girl, and I'd go 1,000 times around the world just to be closer to her than to me. And Aubrey was her name. I never knew her, but I loved her just the same. I loved her name. Wish that I had found the way and the reasons that would make her stay. I have learned to lead a life apart from all the rest. I can't have the one-on-one, I'll do without the bed. How I miss the girl, and I'd go 1,000,000 times around the world just to say she had been mine for a day.
I really like that song. It was the last single that Brett had before we dissolved in '73, and I don't know, it just, that's one of those songs that really brought tears to my eyes when we finished it and we're mixing it down. The way that the strings laid in there and the melody and everything, I'll never forget that song. I wouldn't anyway, but it has a real special meaning for me.
How did you get back together? How did that all come about?
Well, you know, after a couple of years of being apart, our record company was always interested in seeing us get back together, and they would encourage us to, excuse me, to consider the possibility.
Joe Smith. Right?
Joe, yeah, and it was actually when David Geffen left and Joe came in that it appeared as though there might be some possibility of getting the band back together. So I talked to all the guys, and we decided to meet up at Larry's place up in the state of Washington, and we went up there. He's got a little recording studio, and we met, talked, played, kind of saw where it was, and to see really if there was any reason to do it. And we decided that the spirit was good, we were enthusiastic, and we decided we'd go back in and cut about 6 sides of an album. And if it was really happening, we'd go ahead and go all the way, and if it wasn't, we'd scrap it. And that's why we didn't really want to tell people that, you know, we were going to get back together if we weren't really, because it would have been fraudulent, or, you know, it's not right to do that.
Yeah.
So we tried to keep it under wraps, that we were just, you know, going to see how it went. And the first 6 sides went great.
Everybody needs a someone waiting to be there when things are looking down. So if you feel a little lonely, go out, find your one and only. Somewhere out there, someone will care for you, and then never let her go. Never let her go.
Your current hit, Lost Without Your Love, apparently is going to make you, another millionaire overnight, Dave, and congratulations on
Well,
that.
not quite that. The business isn't that good, but I'll take anything I can get. But Lost Without Your Love is doing real well. We're real close to top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think number 12, is, as of this date, is the last reading I got, so...
I'm sure that
I got no complaints.
Playing it on this show and all the radio stations that are going to be carrying it, David,
that'll punch it in, huh?
It'll punch it in. It's got
Great.
to.
I'm glad to hear that. It's doing quite well overseas, too. I've been getting good reports, and that's important to an artist to get good feedback from Europe and places like that, and it gives you an opportunity to tour there, and you get different insights. Like, let's say, when you go to England and Holland and places like that, what kind of music they like, and it's got a nice international flavor to it. I really enjoy it.
Lost and all alone, I always thought that I could make it on my own, but since you left I hardly make it through the day. My tears get in the way, and I need you back to stay. I wander through the night and search the world to find the words to make it right. All I want is just the way it used to be. With you here close to me, I've got to make you see that I'm lost without your love. Life without you isn't worth the trouble of. I'm as helpless as a ship without a wheel, a touch without a feel. I can't believe it's real. And someday soon I'll wake and find my heart won't have to If we had loved before, we can have it back once more.
You've been listening to 90 Minutes with David Gates and Bread, recorded at the Program Shop of Hollywood, written and researched by Dolores Bunch. Executive producer Jim Hampton. This is Dave Prince speaking.